From a distance, this looks like your typical job site. But look closer and you'll see students from Evergreen and Mountain View high schools swinging the hammers, working the circular saw, and putting in the time building 2 one-bedroom houses, rain or shine.
I'd say for the most part it's going really well. I mean, it's fun, it's exciting. The kids, I think, are liking it.
Since the beginning of the school year, students at Evergreen and Mountain View have been learning math skills in the classroom and on the job site through Math in Green Construction, the district's newest hands-on course, a practical application of traditional math skills. Through the natural progression of building a house, these students are meeting their integrated 2 algebra and geometry requirements.
The kids are actually learning some really good employability skills. All sorts of skills on building the house. They're learning how to work as a team. They're learning how to problem solve. So definitely on the up and up. I'm glad to have the opportunity to teach this class.
Okay, how are we doing here?
A lot of progress has been made on both campus construction sites. At Evergreen,
while we had a crew working on the floor system, getting the floor ready, we were building walls. We then put the deck on the floor, the subfloor, and we still had walls going. So we spent a lot of time working on walls. It seemed like it took forever, and a lot of that was because we had to go back, double check, oh, something's wrong, we have to fix it. Our goal was to try and get our walls up before the Christmas break. Unfortunately, here at Evergreen, we weren't able to get our walls up before the Christmas break. Mountain View was able to get theirs up right before Christmas break. So what we did is on January 8th, that was the first Saturday after we came back from Christmas break, we had our wall raising. We had parent volunteers coming in along with their children, and it was a great time to be able to get the walls up. And basically we were able to get all of the walls in the house up, all of the exterior walls and most of the interior walls. We're trying to get the house dried in. That means basically making it weather tight so that we can start drying the house out, so we can start doing some of the interior work. Getting electrical, plumbing, insulation, then putting the sheetrock on. So we're really close to doing that. We have some final prep work that's going on to prepare for putting siding on, as well as getting the roofing material on. But basically you got to measure from there.
Brandon, you ready on this one?
And at Mountain View,
we're putting tarps up around the windows and doors. That's to hopefully dry our house out as we're ready to install the windows and doors this next week. We want that to be a dry surface, so any kind of sealant or whatnot that we use will dry and stick. And aside from that, we don't want to have a situation where the wood is soaking wet and it creates rot or mold later on. We just finished our framing. We had a partial framing inspection where the inspector came out and took a look at our nail patterns on our sheathing for the exterior surfaces of our house, and then also the roof. And so that's where we finished up now. We're basically done with the framing. There's a few little odds and ends on the inside of the house, some closet doors and things, closet walls, excuse me, that we're working on. And we're ready to, at this point, install windows and doors, siding on the house, and the roof. Nice. Yeah, baby!
It's a program that really seems to be making a difference here on the job site as well as in the classroom.
It looks like we're moving in the right direction, and I think what's happened is the district, both from the CTE and the regular ed side, have made a pretty good decision, because it looks like kids are really latching onto this and are excited about it. Make it 29 3/8, and the same thing with the length. That's encouraging to me as a teacher, because it seems like, we've invested a lot of resources in this. It's nice to see that it looks like it's helping the kids academically. Their motivation seems to be higher.
Absenteeism is much lower compared to more traditional classes, and when it comes to homework assignments, the completion rate is much higher. These students know if they don't do their math homework, they sit in a penalty box on the job site doing what they didn't do the night before.
Actually, the penalty box has increased our homework turn-in rate tenfold. We have 95 to 99% homework completion night after night because of the penalty box. Kids want to build, they want to be part of what we're doing out here, and so they do their homework instead of skipping it.
The goal is for both houses to be built by the end of the school year.
When we put this back in, you can go ahead and nail this off right now.